In this video, we are going to be focusing on moving our arm behind our body, which is a surprisingly tricky movement for a lot of people. So just sitting or standing, start feeling your shoulder girdle, the side of your neck, the front of your collarbone. Here I'm just going to show you where I'm touching my collarbone around my shoulder joint on my little skeleton model. Okay, so I'm just going to keep doing that for a little bit. Get the lay of the land. Now, keeping that opposite hand in place, start to move your arm behind your body. The movement is coming from the shoulder joint. So again, I'm just going to pull out Tiny Tim here, and I'm just going to show you I've got my fingers resting along my collarbone, and my fingertips are just at the top of my arm bone, so that when I move that arm back, I'm going to feel the arm bone moving under my fingertips, but my collarbone should be staying still. So just keep that movement nice and small. We just want to move the arm bone in the joint. So in a moment here, I'm just going to show you. We're not looking to have the whole shoulder girdle pop forward like this. When I do that, I can feel my collarbone moving forward into my fingers that are touching it. What we do want is for that chest area to stay nice and quiet, and it's just the arm moving back and forth. And as always, any movement we do, we're keeping it within a pain-free or non-pain increasing range. Now we're going to start rotating our arms so that the palm faces the wall behind us. The movement's coming a little bit from the shoulder joint and a lot from the forearm. So here's just a different view. My arm's moving straight back into extension, and then I'm adding the rotation, and then I'm unrotating and bringing the arm back to my side. You can repeat that as many times as you need to, nice and slow, to get the hang of it. The next part here is just starting to bend the elbow. It's just the elbow that's bending. Now, if you don't have enough arm extension, you're going to hit your hip. You're not going to be able to move your hand behind your back because your bum is going to be in the way. If that's the case, just keep practicing the earlier parts of this movement. But here you can see from another angle, I'm bringing my hand to the small of my back. The movement's coming entirely from my shoulder and the space between my elbow and my wrist. And I'm not having to do bizarre maneuvers to get my hand there. You'll see here in a moment that I'm going to demonstrate what I often see people doing, which is getting the spine involved, getting the hips and the neck involved. They really want to shove that hand way up there behind their shoulder blades, but it requires way more than just the shoulder joint to get it there. We really want to free up this shoulder joint. So if you practice those 3 movement breakdowns, extension, rotation, and elbow bend, you're slowly going to start to free up that joint and gain some range of motion. Especially in an important direction, we don't work with our arms behind us very often.